your January 2018 horoscope. The month starts off with a full moon in Cancer, the first day of the month, happening in your 3rd house. This is shining a light for you, Taurus, on everything to do with learning, studying, the developing of your mind, your ideas, your thoughts. This would be a good time to start studying something. You might be completing a course of study and thinking about starting something else. You might be teaching something. You might be sharing some information with others, even producing your own course, maybe your own online course or webinars. It's also, with a full moon there, shining a light on everything to do with communications. So maybe there's a completion of a certain communication. Maybe you've signed a contract and everything now is completing, and this full moon just gives you that sense of, it's a done deal. And this month, as you can see, we've got a lot of focus in this 9th house, and on the 12th of the month we've got Mercury joining the crew in this 9th house, and also on the 16th of the month a new moon in the 9th house. So that's a huge amount of activity for you, Taurus, in the 9th. What does this mean? Well, first of all, it's about broadening your horizons. How can you broaden out of your comfort zone a little bit? This means you might decide to go travelling. You might plan a trip or 2 or even 3. It's very good for any kind of higher study, any kind of higher learning. It's very good for developing your spiritual self, your deeper understanding of the meaning of why you're here and what you're doing here and what your purpose is here on this planet. It's a good time for any kind of international business, international connections, and with Venus there, you might even find a love interest, a romance with somebody from overseas, from a different culture from you, or you might meet somebody while you're overseas on that trip. But certainly a really good time for thinking about travelling, not only physically, but travelling in your mind and travelling further with what you think you can and cannot do. Expanding your horizons, not saying, I don't think I can do that, it's too late, I haven't got enough money. No, change those thoughts. That's what's being triggered with this 3rd, 9th house focus for you this month. You can do it, even if it looks impossible. On the 18th of the month, we've got Venus going into your 10th, and on the 20th, the Sun going into your 10th. So, lovely aspects, Sun and Venus together. This could be some good news about your career, your work. Could be a bonus, could be recognition, could be somebody putting a good word in for you. And it's also encouraging you to find what you love. And if you don't love everything that you're doing, find ways to love it. What can you do to love it? And if you really hate what you're doing, then Venus is just going to say, hey, come on now, what would you love to do? And really think about that more and start to drive your career, your work, whatever it is you do, into that new direction. If you don't work, well, good time to think about what is it I want to project into the world. Do I want to project love? Sun and Venus, a great opportunity to think before you go into any room, before you go anywhere for the coming days. You might want to make it a New Year's resolution. I am going to give the energy of love wherever I go. That is my intention. You watch your world change. And on the 27th of the month, we've got Mars coming into your 8th house. Very good time for sorting out anything financial, taking action, going to see the bank manager, sorting out your taxes, insurances, anything that needs action with your finances. This is a brilliant time for it. It could mean some extra intimate activity with somebody, a sexual connection, a chemistry, That could be very, very strong for you this month, particularly towards the latter part of the month. And finally, on the 31st of the month, we've got a lunar eclipse happening here in Leo, full moon lunar eclipse in your 4th house, Taurus. So this is shining a light on your home area, your family, your security, your stability. Would you like to move? You might be thinking of moving or changing your environment in some way. This can certainly just bring about changes in your home area. So be ready to make some constructive changes in order to be able to feel more at home, more comfortable. And Taurus, you sure do like your comforts. So I wish you a wonderful January. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, sharing. Bye for now.